Hello everybody, YouTuber2 here. Today I am going to show you guys my cube collection. As far as I know, I think I have 22 cubes, and it's been exactly a year since about this February. So there they all are. So it's been a year since I started cubing, which is pretty cool, and that's why I decided to make this video, also because it was requested. I'm going to do this every year around this time, just to show how my collection has grown. I'm not going to show the puzzles that I've already shown before, unless I really like them. Let's just get started. For 2x2, I have one 2x2. It's the Type C with 2 version 1. Best 2x2 on the market. It's got a crunchy but fast feeling, and it corner cuts extremely well. Definitely a great 2x2. Okay, so going on to 3x3. It was the first cube I ever got. I got it in first grade. It was a Rubik's brand, the 3x3, obviously. Everybody has one of these in their collection. I'd be really surprised if you didn't. But yeah, I've had this since first grade. I never learned how to solve it until 5th grade. And I never got into cubing until 8th grade, which was last year. So I'm in 9th grade now. And yeah, this cube is pretty crappy, but it's a Rubik's brand and it got me started. I also have a second one here. It's just the same. I put sand in this one to see if it turned better. And it does a little bit, but it's still a Rubik's brand. So around April of last year, after I had started learning the advanced method and I had a 4x4 as well, I decided to get my first speed cube because the stickers were peeling, so I decided to get the stickerless Guhong version 1. I'm really glad I ended up getting this one also because it turns smooth, it's still fast, and I used it for a long time. So I used that stickerless Guhong version 1 as my main until about July. Then I decided that it'd be good to get a competition legal cube, and I was actually pretty fast at that time. I was getting to around 30 seconds, 25 seconds. So I decided to get a competition legal cube, and I was in the cubing community, so I decided to get the best cube on the market, which was the Zanchi. And this cube is really fast. It's pretty smooth now. It actually has a different core in there because I needed to swap it out for a different cube. It really helped me to get going, so really nice. So around September, I heard that the mini Zanchis had come out, so I decided that it was about time that I got a few. So I have a 55mm Zanchi right here, which is my favorite cube of all time. It's my main cube for one hand and two hands, and it's just really awesome. It's just like a Zanchi, only I think it has a better size and it's a little smoother. I also have a 50mm Zanchi. I just don't have it with me. You guys have seen it on my channel. It's actually pretty nice as well. It's got the same feeling as a Zanchi, only smaller. Next cube I have to show is a Type C5 with U. Got this cube for Christmas, and there were a lot of mixed reviews on it at the time. Some people liked it, just as many people didn't. So I decided it'd just be best to get it for myself. And I have to say that this exceeded my expectations. It turns just as well as any other die-in cube, but it has a kind of crunchy and snappy feeling, kind of like the WIT 2, only a little bit faster and smoother. So it's really nice, and it's my backup main. Alright, so later this year, I got the die-in Lingun version 2. This cube is really fast, and it's got a weird feeling to it. It's like smooth but bumpy at the same time, and it sounds kind of funny. So those are all my 3x3s. Now let's go into my 4x4s. So around February, late February, early March, I got a Rubik's brand 4x4, and as you can see, it's broken, and here is the piece that's broken. Yeah, I credit it for getting me into cubing more, but it's broken and it turns like crud, so yeah, I'm just not going to say much more about it. Definitely got me into cubing though. I decided to get a new 4x4, and the best one on the market at the time was the Shangsha 4x4 version 3. So when I first got it, it wasn't bad. Then I started getting back into 4x4 later, or around December, and I decided to mod it, and it made it 100 times better than before. This cube is absolutely amazing. It doesn't lock up, it doesn't pop, it cuts corners well. And there's just really nothing bad about this cube. This is the Dying to Summon Fate 4x4 version 3. Some of you know that I really don't like this cube, as you've seen in my first impressions. This cube totally exploded on me on camera. And I have to say that I have found a way to get it better, to tighten up the outer layers so they're not like super loose and causing the pops. So now it's not bad. It's just not good though. It's kind of bumpy and then smooth, and it catches on itself. Next I'll show you guys my 5x5s. I have 2 of them. This is a V-Cube 5. I got this around April. It was my first 5x5. So I didn't know what to expect out of 5x5s, and this one isn't bad. It's still really tight because I don't use it. But yeah, it was pretty nice at the time. I just don't like it anymore. So I do have a Shang Shao 5x5. Yeah, it's all over the place right now because I'm modifying it. I have some pieces in a desk behind me, and the rest of the pieces are just all across my desk. And yeah, it'll turn out good when I mod it. So going through the rest of my big cubes, here is a Shang Shao 6x6. After I'd put out a video saying this was one of my least favorite cubes, there were quite a few comments saying how I can make this cube better by modifying it and lubing it with something like Maro Lube. So I ended up lubricating it with Maro Lube, and it does turn better now. I just haven't had the time to tighten it up yet, but once I do, it'll be really good, and then I'll probably mod it later and it'll be even better. This is a Shang Shao 7x7. This cube is ultra smooth, and it's pretty fast as well. It's my only 7x7. It's really, really nice. This is my Shang Shao 8x8. This cube is really awesome. I got it for my birthday in January. It's really smooth. It's not as smooth as some other Shang Shao big cubes, but it's definitely the fastest. It's just really fun solve. I'm not really fast at it. I only get like 11 minutes, but it's just pretty fun. I also have the Shang Shao 9x9, and this is really, really, really awesome. It's one of my favorite cubes of all time for sure. It turns super smooth on all the layers. It cuts corners extremely well for a big cube, and it's just a really fun solve, even though I don't solve it much because it takes so much time. That's it for my N by N by N puzzles that you'll mostly see in people's collections. Let's go on to some other cubes. This is a Shang Shao mirror blocks. This is pretty nice. It's really, really, really smooth. Probably one of the smoothest 3x3s, if you can say this is a 3x3. It's a shape mod that I have. It's pretty fun to solve. I like the stickers on it because it's kind of like a grained metal. And yeah, it's just really nice. This is an MF8 Megaminx version 2. It's not bad. I like the tiles on it. I've had this for a while, but I'm actually inspired to get into Megaminx again, and this is all I have, and it's pretty nice. This is the Shang Shao Pyraminx. As some of you may know if you've watched my favorite and least favorite cubes video, I do not like the event Pyraminx at all, so this cube isn't bad, but I don't use it much. And the last thing I have to show is a Shang-En Magic. So I actually got this in September, knowing that Magic was not going to be an event, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to compete in it because there were no competitions in my area. But I decided to get one anyway, just to say that I have a Magic. And I suck at solving it, but it's just nice to have. And hopefully it won't have to break, so I'll have to restring it, because that would suck. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and click like to show your support. It really helps me out. If you have any questions or comments about this video, you can leave them in the comments below, and you can also answer the question of the video, which will be in the description. If you haven't done this already, you can also subscribe to be notified of future videos. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.